After we've done all the restarts, all the resets on Splunk, we'll notice that we have a few more apps. Splunk added the Splunk Machine Learning Toolkit and the Python for Scientific Computing to the system, in addition to enterprise security. I want to note that I did not do anything with this search head. This is a standalone search head. Right now, it is its own indexer, it is its own search head, and I'm trying to do this so that you can see how much resources this takes up. If I come over here to settings, monitoring console, I've given this machine 32 core physical memory and 16 cores of RAM and 16 CPUs. Right now, I'm using about 12% of those CPUs and about 8% of the RAM. For this kind of a box, which it's doing nothing at the moment, that's actually a lot of resources. What is making that occur? Well, if we come over to our settings, data models, one of the first things you should know is right out of the box, Splunk installs all of these data models for you. The common information model and some additional ones come with this. But look, they've turned them on. A bunch of the data models are already accelerated. Whether or not you even have data in there. If you do have data, it's going to start accelerating all of that data. And if you're low on resources, this could have some negative impact. My recommendation, turn off all the data model acceleration, get one at a time, and then check your resources. Turn on another one, then check your resources. I'm not a big fan of having them all turned on at once. But there's another problem, and we'll address that in a second. But what happens is, I can come in here, I can hit edit acceleration. I'm going to turn off malware. Cool, it's turned off. One problem. As soon as Splunk restarts, enterprise security has a built-in script that reactivates all the data models again. So turning them off once is not good enough. We're going to have to do another method to turn them off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this back on just so I remember it's on. Makes it easier for me to see them. I'm going to open up another tab, duplicate tab, and I'm going to come to settings, data inputs. And if we look down here, we have data model acceleration enforcement. A little weird that it's in data inputs, but that's where they have it. And if we come in along here, we can see is acceleration enforced. So I'm just going to sort it so that all the ones that are enforced are at the top. So network resolution, I'm going to disable. Web, disable. And et cetera, down the line to have them all turned off. So I've disabled them all. Now, if I turn off a data model and then restart my system, it doesn't reset it back to its normal settings. It doesn't reset it back to the default. So what we want to do is we want to come in here and we want to turn off all of these accelerations as well. There are a few I'm going to leave on, and those relate to incident management and risk, and that's because those are native to enterprise security, so I recommend leaving them on. Basically, if they have the Splunk SA SIM on them, you're free to turn them off. We will come back, and with the data sets that I have on my network, we will put them back on. So I've gone and turned off most of these. I could probably turn off domain analysis and this, I think, incident management, because I'm pretty sure almost all of it's here in this risk analysis. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to leave the threat intel, the risk analysis, test risk analysis on. If I come back to my Splunk overview of my system, look at how much my CPU has dropped. 2.35%. So even though I don't even have really any logs, just having those things going, I have significantly dropped my CPU. And a lot of my RAM is cleaned up. So for those who say, well, there's no data coming back, it's not that big a deal, having data models accelerated that are not being used takes resources. That's what I want to make is the key point from this. Turn off what you don't need.